How in the world are you doing, my friend? Are you enjoying this day, this marvelous Tuesday? Are you enjoying your life? Are you going, does it feel like you're going through hell? Does it feel like you're going through growing pains? Does it feel like you're being challenged? Would you like it? Would you like it to be easier? Would you like your life to be easier? Everything around you? Would you like it to be easier? No problems, no pressures, no negative people, no bad experiences. Well, we wouldn't grow if that was the case. We wouldn't be going through growing pains if that was the case, right? If we had utopia. I don't believe that we can have utopia on this planet. I believe that we can have a mindset every day that helps us to overcome and live victorious over all of these things that we go through. But I must tell you, sometimes I literally feel like I'm just going through hell. And there's people that have it much worse than I do. There's people that have it much worse than you do. We don't often think about that. We don't like to think about it. You know, we want it better. Obviously, we want a better life. We want better quality of life. I know I do. Us here in the United States are truly blessed. We are spoiled beyond measure. I think we are. And embracing fears, embracing difficulties and pressures and negative people and experiences that come our way that we may not like. We have to really, really learn to appreciate all of that. I know it's easier said than done, but we truly need to embrace those things if we're going to become better. If we're going to be prepared for what's coming our way. I don't think I truly want it to be easy. Do you? Do you want it to be easy? I often think about. I'm always, well, I shouldn't say often. I'm often thinking about the rich people, the successful people, the dreamers, the visionaries, and then I think about the poor people too. You know, those that are going through really, really difficult times, those that barely have any money to make ends meet, people that sleep in cardboard houses or live in tents, the homeless people. Of course, we all have choices, and fortunately, a lot of people make the wrong choices, and those wrong choices lead to habits, and habits lead to lifestyle. But I tell you that every day, in fact, I've been reminding myself this more and more, that every day that I get up, I can't let my emotions and my feelings rule. I should let them speak to me, right? You should let your emotions and your feelings speak to you, but you should not let them rule over you. You need to learn to rule over your emotions. However you do it. That's easier said than done, but it is possible. Live a day without complaining. Live a day without judging people. Live a day thinking that you want the best for other people, thinking about other people, smiling, you know. Life, I tell you, life is really phenomenal. It's spectacular. It's strange also. Very strange. But we must be in control every single day, because I tell you, there's all kinds of things that we're going to face on a day, actually hour by hour, not just day by day, but hour by hour. And emotions are touched. We can't see our emotions, obviously. We can't see them, but we can experience them. I know I wake up every morning and I do my affirmations and I speak to myself on the highest positive level possible. and then I go through my day and I begin to feel my energy dip a little bit. And I tell you, you gotta continue. You gotta continue believing in yourself. You gotta continue doing the rituals. You gotta continue motivating and inspiring yourself, especially our conversation with ourselves when we're alone. It has to be really, really positive, because we're going to face some ugly things. And many of us are already facing ugly things, you know. I can tell you, I've been having, the last couple of weeks have been very, very strange, very, very emotional for me. And I just continue to remind myself of where I've come from, what I've overcome, and what I'm still overcoming. And sometimes I do amaze myself, some of the things that I've been able to overcome. And I'm grateful. I know that it's been by God's grace that I do what I do. It has been by my God's grace that I've been able to make the choices and develop the desires and work on the positive habits. And even this video, just making this video and talking to you on the other side and talking to myself is very, very encouraging, very motivating, very therapeutic. Because I have to remind, and see, that's one thing in life that we have to come to grips with, and we have to remind ourselves every single day. We got to talk to ourselves on the highest positive level. We got to remind ourselves. We got to motivate ourselves. We got to inspire ourselves, because we're all facing, I know you're facing difficulties too, just like I do. Who was it that said, when you feel like you're walking through hell, keep walking? And the pressures, the difficulties, these experiences that hit us, sometimes things go terribly wrong, and we have a choice in those situations. We can look at them and figure out ways to overcome, or we can look at them and let our emotions and our feelings dominate us, send us into negatives and bad attitudes. We lash out at people, begin to point a finger. We stop smiling. We lose faith. You know, we're believing for things to take place. We attract what we think about, we do attract into our lives. I definitely believe that. Whatever we're thinking on continuously, I believe that we do attract that into our life. The thoughts that you're holding on to, the way that you speak to yourself. I find a lot of people, and I had to change the way that I started speaking to myself. I had to change it, because if you talk to yourself negative, and only you know whether you're talking to yourself negative, when you're especially when you're by yourself, because when you're in front of people, it's good. It's easy to paint a nice picture of yourself. You know, it's easy to put on a show. But when you're by yourself, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're going through some gruesome crap, that's the time. That's the moment where you really need to start saying to yourself, you know what? I'm a winner. I'm going to overcome. I'm getting smarter. I'm getting wiser. Yeah, I'm failing forward, but that's exactly right. I'm failing forward. And I tell you, it's Wednesday. I am voting for a continual super fantastic, terrific, over the top week, even though it doesn't feel like it. Again, we can't let our emotions and our feelings dictate and make and rule over us. Now, we should let them speak to us, right? Because your emotions and your feelings can tell you some things, but we can't let them rule. You know, depression, drugs, alcohol, smoking, pornography, prostitution, too much TV, too much media, too much entertainment, a loss of appetite, a loss for things that are good, even business. It's hard to build a business when you don't have the enthusiasm in your life, and you just find yourself kind of down and out, maybe all alone. It is hard. We're all going through something. We're all going through something. But I encourage you, my friend, talk to yourself, keep smiling, Journal. Remember to journal every single day. Carry a pad and a pen with you. Or you can do it on your phone or some other tablet or whatever. And associate with success in your own mind. Remember, the paradigms that you're holding on to, the belief systems that you're holding on to are going to dictate your habits. And of course, those habits will lead into lifestyle. So, I don't know what we're going to face tomorrow, but I know that we got to start preparing for it today. And that preparation starts up here in this garden, this seed garden up here, and the words that we're speaking, the conversations that we're having, not only with ourselves, but with other people also. Learn to forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself up, man. Do not beat yourself up. So, I hope to see you on my next video. I hope these words encourage you as much as I feel they've encouraged me. Remember, you can win. You can win even when it doesn't feel like it. With that said, I'm going to end my video. Comment, subscribe, share, like. I'll see you on my next one. And remember to keep or make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over the top day, daily, in spite of and because of, my friend. Peace.